Hello, good morning guys. So far in the structural organization in animals, we had completed the epithelial tissue and we are discussing the connective tissue. Now the time to discuss about fluid connective tissue in which lymph and blood are the two important constituents. Let us discuss them. First, blood. So blood is fluid connective tissue. Or connective fluid tissue. The blood consists of 55% of matrix called plasma. Plasma is the matrix of blood in which fibers were absent. Matrix is fiberless. This plasma consists of 90 to 92% of water. This major content gives plasma fluidity. The rest of 8 to 10% in the plasma consist of colloidal substances. These colloidal substances may be organic or inorganic. Organic part of the plasma, nothing but proteins. Such proteins are albumins, globulins, fibrinogens and prothrombins. These are the four important proteins present inside the plasma. These proteins are also called plasma proteins. Let us see each and every one role. Albumin maintains blood volume. Next, globulins are two types, alpha and beta type. Alpha globulins helps in transport and beta globulins helps in defense called immunity. They helps to produce antibodies, it seems. This is the first protein in the plasma called albumin, and second protein is globulin. Third one is fibrinogen. This fibrinogen is synthesized in liver and released into the blood, but fibrinogen is existing in blood. This fibrinogen is inactive form. This inactive form becomes active form called fibrin during blood clotting time. It helps in clotting of blood. When some damages or breaks happens to the body, generally due to the damage of blood vessel, the inside blood stream comes out called blood bleeding. The bleeding stops within 3 to 8 minutes due to many factors. Fibrinogen is one important factor. This fibrinogen is inactive mode. This fibrinogen becomes a fibrin. Then this fibrin helps to clot the blood. The other one is prothrombin. Prothrombin is also inactive form generally. It is also synthesized in liver but existing in blood. This prothrombin becomes thrombin. That's called active form. It is also helps in clotting of blood. These two helps in the blood clotting, and it helps to maintain the blood volume, and it helps to transport as well as immunity called production of antibodies. So important part, this is what are the proteins present in the plasma and their roles. If we discuss other side in the colloidal substances of the plasma that are called inorganic components. Inorganic components majorly in the plasma are salts. The major salt is NaCl, which is 0.85 to 0.90%. So 0.85 to 0.9% of sodium chloride solution inside the blood is called saline. Generally, when we are panic or we are hospitalized due to some injuries or weakness, saline bottles are used to inject our body. So generally people think that there is a glucose bottle. Wrong. Glucose cannot be injected to our body directly. Understand? So these saline bottles are maintaining BP, blood pressure. More than 0.85 solution gives high BP. Less than 0.85 NaCl concentration gives low BP. So exact the maintenance of BP by NaCl concentration is 0.85 to 0.90. So if you observe the wrapper present in the saline bottle, you can clearly see that 0.85 to 0.90% of NaCl concentration is one of the ingredient in that makeup. Whatever. So once let me recap the plasma. Plasma is a 55% of portion in the blood, that is also called matrix of the blood. It has a fluidity because majority of the percentage 90 to 92% of plasma is made up of water. That is the reason it is in liqueous condition. Other percentage 8 to 10% it consists of colloidal substances, non-liquid substances. They may be cells or any other molecular components. In that organic and inorganic is also present. Organic part of the proteins, majority of the portion occupied by plasma proteins. Such plasma proteins are albumins, globulins, fibrinogen and prothrombin. Their roles also respectively are represented here. Inorganic content of the colloidal substances in the plasma maximally occupied by salts. So the major salts are NaCl, but also KCl, MgCl2. All these salts also present, but maximum of the transport of carbon dioxide is supported by NaCl. If NaCl percentage is reduced in the blood, carbon dioxide transport will be reduced, so that carbon dioxide build in our body. The condition is called hypercapnia. Next, along with the salts, some minerals also present. Minerals like ferrous, manganese, zinc, etc. So this is what about simply plasma. On the other hand, apart from the 55% in the blood, other 45% called corpuscles or blood cells. Let us discuss about that. Blood minus plasma is equal to cells. I already told you, in this type of connective tissue there were no any fibers present. So directly you can go through the formula. Blood minus plasma is equal to cells. Blood minus cells is equal to plasma. See different types of cells in the blood. You have a very good knowledge about the blood cells by your previous standards in the school. There are three types of cells are present: RBC, WBC and blood platelets. Blood platelets are present. Let us discuss one after one. First about RBC. RBC generally called erythrocytes. Erythro means red. These erythrocytes, so the shape of RBC, they are maybe spherical or biconcave, sometimes like disc, or sometimes they arrange it as Rolex arrangement, coins arrangement. If you arrange the coin one by one, how it look like? That's why just like that, it is also Rolex arrangement. Sometimes it is the sphere shape or spherical, sometimes it is the dumbbell shape, sometimes it is disc shape. So this is what about the shape, different shapes of RBC. So, are they have a nucleus is the point now. In immature conditions, in immature erythrocytes, what is that stage is called? Erythroblasts. Erythroblast. Erythroblast is the stage where RBC have nucleus. Nucleus is present. When in matured condition, matured erythrocytes called erythrocyte, then they do not have nucleus. What does it mean? If it is erythroblast, the nucleus is present. Nucleus is present. If it is erythrocyte, means erythroblast become erythrocyte in the matured stage, then nucleus will be degenerate and completely absent. So this is what the point about nucleus. But this is the point I am telling about only mammals. Except mammals, in the vertebrates, fishes, amphibians, reptiles, aves, everywhere nucleus is present in the immature condition as well as in matured condition. But in the condition of mammals, the matured RBC do not have a nucleus. In immature stage, that they have nucleus. In the matured stage, except llama and camel, matured stage also carrying nucleus. So these two animals are exception in case of mammals RBC nucleus condition. Next one, place of origin. Place of origin. Where does RBC origin? Answer is bone marrow. In the last video session, we have observed the red bone marrow and white bone marrow. In both the places, RBC will be produced, but in the white bone marrow, nothing but yellow bone marrow, it absorbs very less, whereas in the red bone marrow, its percentage is more. The bone marrow is the site of RBC origin, RBC production. This RBC production is named as erythropoiesis or erythrogenesis. Erythrogenesis is the name where RBC production happens. Once RBC is produced, what is the span of RBC? If you observe, span of RBC is 120 days. Once RBC is produced in the bone marrow, it releases to the blood. In blood, the RBC long lastly. In blood, RBC lasts about 120 days. So this is considered as span of RBC. During this 120 days, what does actually RBC do? It helps in the oxygen and carbon dioxide transport. Majorly, this shape of RBC, dumbbell shape or biconcave shape of RBC is participating in the transport of oxygen from lungs to tissue direction, and once tissue utilizes the oxygen, then tissue releases carbon dioxide. So such a RBC receives carbon dioxide at tissue and released into the lungs. In the exhalation process, the carbon dioxide goes out. That is a further discussion. This is how in both oxygen and carbon dioxide transport, dumbbell shape of RBC, generally erythrocytes are participating. Apart from the transport of oxygen and carbon dioxide called transport of gases, RBC also maintain body temperature. So that is act as thermostat of body. In animals, RBC is maintaining temperature sufficient that is required for transport of gases and other elements and metabolic activities of the tissues. Now, once a 120 days finished RBC is going to be degenerate, the place is called red bone marrow and also spleen. In these two places, RBC will be degenerated. RBC will be degenerated. The degeneration process of RBC is called erythrolysis. Here differentiation is there. Erythropoiesis means production of RBC. Erythrolysis means breakdown of RBC after its span, also called degeneration of RBC. Where actually it happens means in the bone marrow. That's why bone marrow is also called graveyard of RBC. Graveyard of RBC is bone marrow, and some amount of RBC also die in spleen, but generally they die in red bone marrow. Now, if the RBC number is decreased in the blood, then that condition is called erythropenia. Erythropenia is the condition in which number of RBC is decreased. Generally, 45,000 to 50,000 of RBC per centimeter cube is present in human. Whereas in women, RBC number is lesser compared to the male count. In male, approximately 50,000 of RBC is present per centimeter cube, whereas in female, 45,000 of RBC is present per same measurement. So, if less than that RBC number is decreased in men or women, not an issue, then such a condition is called erythropenia. Erythropenia means number of RBC decreased, only count. Erythrolysis means RBC degenerated, ruptured, and erythropoiesis means birth of RBC or synthesis of RBC or production of RBC. These are the different terms, and don't confuse when you have to answer some questions. Next, another important point about the RBC. During some genetical disorder called sickle cell anemia. What is that? Sickle cell anemia. In such condition, RBC share do not appear as a sphere or circular, not as a dumbbell, not as a disc. It appears the shape as sickle, so that oxygen and carbon dioxide transport tendency will be decreased, results anemia. The reason why this shape appeared means some errors in the genetical makeup. So that is autosomal recessive disorder. In second year genetics lesson, we will recall this, not now. But generally sickle shape is absent in human unless he has a sickle cell anemia disorder. So these are the details about RBC. Let us discuss WBC and platelets now. The second part in the blood cells is WBC. What is WBC? White blood cells. But scientifically it is called leukocytes. RBC is called erythrocytes. WBC is called leukocytes. Leuco means white or pale color. This WBC production is called leukopoiesis, and thus WBC destruction is called leukolysis, and WBC number decreases, then that is called leukopenia, and if the WBC number increases, then that is called leukemia, that is called cancer. Leukemia. So these four terms at a time I told you. Reason you have to differentiate here itself. What is leukopoiesis? Production of WBC. Clear. What is leukolysis? Degeneration of WBC or destruction of WBC. Leukopenia means decrease WBC number is called leukopenia, just like erythropenia is decrease RBC number. And what is leukemia? Increase of WBC in number. That is called leukemia. That is also called blood cancer. This condition leads to blood cancer. Generally, hematocrit is the term. Hematocrit is the term will be given by entire volume of blood. Maximum amount of blood occupied by the cells called RBC. That's why amount of RBC is also called hematocrit. WBC amount cannot be considered as hematocrit. Why? Because number of WBC per cubic is 6,000 to 8,000 only per cubic millimeter. If more than 8,000 the WBC number increases per cubic millimeter, then what will happen? It will be leads to blood cancer. Next point is, what is the shape of WBC? WBC do not have proper shape. Do not have proper shape. Just like amoeba. How amoeba do not execute a particular shape, with the pseudopodium always it jumbles its structure. That is the reason they are also compared as amoeba. So they are amoeboid cells. In the shape they are compared to amoeba. That's why WBC cells are also called amoeboid cells. In the different types of WBC, we come to know their nucleus existence and also cell functions. Now, if you see the span of WBC, they are about 10 to 13 days, nearly 2 weeks. Nearly 2 weeks is the span of WBC. In these 2 weeks, WBC do different types of functions. I cannot explain all the functions in the general characteristics. When I isolate the WBC according to the structures and the nucleus and presence and absence of granules, each and every WBC function I will explain now. WBC is of 2 types. White blood cells are 2 types. Granulocytes and agranulocytes. Granulocytes means in that cells, granules, they are nothing but proteins, are present. Whereas in the agranulocytes, such a granules, nothing but protein granules, absent. Here A is indicating you absence of granules. That is the reason it is granulocytes, presence of granules, agranulocytes, absence of granules. Granulocytes are further divided into 3 types. They are acidophils, basophils and neutrophils. Whereas agranulocytes are 2 types, monocytes and lymphocytes. Let us discuss one by one. Acidophils are also called eosinophils. Acidophils are also called eosinophils. Why the name acidophils has been given to them? Because if you want to observe these cells in the given blood sample, you have to add up some acid dyes. By receiving acid dyes only, they appear themselves. Phil, P-H-I-L, phil means body. Bodies, they are receiving acidic dyes and appearing themselves. That's why it is called acidophils. Why does eosinophil name has been given? These cells appear more in number during allergic reactions. So that is why it is called acidophils. Whatever, these are the characteristics. If you observe the nucleus, here the nucleus is just like headphone shape. Headphone shaped nucleus or bilobed nucleus is characterization of the acidophils. Along with the headphone shaped nucleus, some granules also present. They are granules, and this is headphone shaped nucleus is present. These cells are about 1 to 2% in the white blood cells. Whereas if you see the basophils, you can guess why it is called basophil. Phil means body, baso means basic dyes. They are receiving acidic dyes to appear themselves. They are receiving basic dyes. Basic dyes means alkaline dyes. They have to absorb and appear themselves. That is why they are called basophils. Basophils also granulocytes means granules are generally present, but its nucleus is in S-shaped. So it is also have 2 lobes, and along with that S-shaped nucleus, granules also present. Nucleus characterization is S-shaped. Nucleus is S-shaped and also granules are present. That's why it is kept under granulocyte. These basophils helps to produce mast cells in the areolar connective tissue. These mast cells you already observed in areolar connective tissue. Mast cells are modified or matured from basophils. These mast cells are basophils. Whatever, they produce chemicals like heparin, histamine and serotonin. Already told you that heparin is anticoagulant, histamine is vasodilator, and serotonin is vasodilator. vasoconstrictor. It helps to prevent the blood clotting inside the blood vessel. Histamine act as a vasodilator. It helps to reduce the blood pressure. And serotonin act as a vasoconstrictor. It helps to increase the blood pressure. Just like mast cells characterization, I can apply at basophils characterization. And this basophils percentage is 0.5 to 1%. At inflammatory reactions, basophils are appeared. Inflammatory reaction means what? Swelling. At allergic reactions, acidophils are appear. At inflammatory reactions, basophils are appear. Now, why? Because basophils are releasing anti-inflammatory chemicals. That is the reason. Now, neutrophils, not like acidophils and basophils, neutrophils have a special characterization. They have a pseudopodia. So means they have a phagocytic cells, amoeboid cells. Not all WBC appear phagocytic in nature, or not all WBC appear pseudopodium. In granulocytes, only neutrophils. That's why they are called amoeboid cells. They are also called phagocytic cells. Why? Reason is they use it to engulf the bacteria or germs enters the blood by the help of their pseudopodium. In case of nucleus, if we talk, it is headphone shaped, it is S-shaped, and its nucleus is many lobes. Its nucleus has many folds. That is the reason these cells are also called polymorphonuclear cells. PMNC. Polymorphonuclear cells. Their number is very huge, 60 to 80% of the WBC are neutrophils. These neutrophils are phagocytic in nature, and these neutrophils have a nucleus which has a multi-lobes, and this due to the presence of multi-lobe nuclei, it is also called polymorphonuclear cells. Poly, many, morpho, shapes. So nucleus has many shapes means many folds. That is why neutrophils are also called PMNC, and this generally called killer cells or natural killer cells, NK cells. NK cells are natural killer cells. So this is what about granulocytes. If you see agranulocytes are monocytes and lymphocytes. The monocytes do not have a granules, so the entire space inside occupied by large nucleus. As well as lymphocytes also same. Lymphocytes are also very large, and their nucleus is also large, and a bit of bean-shaped nucleus is appeared in the lymphocytes. In monocytes and lymphocytes, both the cases, granules were absent. Due to the absence of granules, entire the space inside is occupied by largest nucleus. If you see here, here and here and here also, many granules are present. That is the reason they are called granulocytes. As granules are absent, nucleus is bigger. That's why it is called agranulocytes. Agranulocytes example, one is monocyte, two is lymphocytes. Monocytes percentage is 6 to 8%. Lymphocyte percentage is 20 to 25% in total of WBC. If we talk about the monocytes, monocytes are also phagocytic cells. Phagocytic cells, just like neutrophils. In the case of granulocytes, neutrophils act as phagocytes because they have a pseudopodia. In case of agranulocytes, monocytes act as phagocytes. They also have a pseudopodia. They are also called natural killer cells. Monocytes are also called macrophages. Monocytes are also called macrophages. No need to confuse, guys. Neutrophils are granulocytic phagocytic cells. Monocytes are agranulocytic phagocytic cells. Neutrophils have a nucleus that has many lobes. Monocyte has a nucleus that is large and circular. And neutrophils are 60 to 80%. monocytes are 6 to 8%, almost 10% higher than them. Clear? Who? Neutrophils are 10% greater in number compared to monocytes. And the similarity is both the cells are phagocytic in nature. Another difference is neutrophils considered as polymorphonuclear cells as their nucleus has many shapes, and monocytes are called natural killer cells. Compared to the neutrophils, they are considered as natural killer cells. The last one is lymphocytes. Lymphocytes, the most important cells in entire the WBC are lymphocytes. Let us have a deep discussion about lymphocytes now. If you observe the content of lymphocytes exclusively, these lymphocytes are two types: B lymphocytes and T lymphocytes. B lymphocytes means what here? B is telling us bone marrow. Means they produced in bone marrow and produced in bone marrow work for immunity. In blood, they use it to produce antibodies, and these antibodies act against to antigens, nothing but bacteria or virus. These lymphocytes are also produce plasma cells in case of areolar connective tissue. These plasma cells are also produce antibodies. The meaning of B lymphocyte is lymphocytes that are produced in bone marrow is called B lymphocytes. They produced in bone marrow. They also matured. They also matured in bone marrow. Lymphocytes, they produced and matured. Both the processes are taking place in bone marrow. That's why B lymphocytes. In case of T lymphocytes, T is indicating thymus. Thymus is an endocrine gland which is located dorsal to human heart, and the lymphocytes are produced in bone marrow, but they matured in thymus. Thymus means T, no? That's why it is called T lymphocytes. The difference between B lymphocyte and T lymphocyte is both are lymphocytes and that belongs to agranulocytes. B lymphocytes are born and matured in bone marrow, but T lymphocytes are born in bone marrow but matured in thymus. T lymphocytes cannot produce antibodies. This is a very important character. Antibodies are produced by only B lymphocytes. The T lymphocytes are again two types: T4 cells and T8 cells. T4 cells are called helper cells. They help in both bacterial infection and viral infection. T8 cells are called cytotoxic cells. They help in mostly viral infection cells. As they are helper cells, they are also considered as TH cells. T means T lymphocytes, H means helper. As well as the T8 cells are also called TC cells. T means T lymphocyte, C means cytotoxic cells. These two are controlled by another type of cells. They are called TS cells. That means T suppressor cells. Functions and their structures we will learn in human health and disease, that is the second PUC chapter. Now this is what about complete the data of WBC. And we have discussed WBC and RBC. It's part of the blood cells called blood platelets. If you see about the blood platelets, they are also called thrombocytes. They have a protein called thromboplastin, which helps in blood clotting mechanism. blood clotting mechanism along with the other factors. It helps thromboplastin. Blood plates are 1.5 lakh to 3 lakh. They have a very important role in the blood clotting. If their number is decreases, clotting time or bleeding time will increase, clotting time also will increase, the person will die sometime. This blood plates count is decreased during some infections like dengue and chikungunya. So many details are there, you just refer the textbook and some other books also and answer assignment. Apart from this, we have to discuss about lymph. Today we completed the blood and let us compare the blood and lymph so that you will get how the lymph is differentiating with the blood.
Compared to the blood, lymph differentiate in its color primarily, that is pale yellow or white in color. When we discuss about the presence of blood cells, RBC and platelets were completely absent, whereas WBC number is compared to the blood more in number in lymph. Lymph direction is always one side and its flow is little slow compared to the blood. Lymphatic system also helps in immunity.
Later, you follow the textbook lines and attend the assignment. Thank you.